Hello po at kamusta po kayo muli? Welcome po sa Tuesday edition ng The Stock Market Today. Ngayon po ay June 22, 2021. By the way, may additional info po tayo tungkol sa summer solstice. Yesterday was the longest day of the year. Pero after June 21, paiksi po ng paiksi ang ating araw hanggang mag-equal na po yung araw at gabi. At ito po ay mangyayari sa September 21. At ang petsang ito ay hudyat ng fall or autumn sa Northern Hemisphere. Ito po ang iyong lingkod, Benji Chodoro. Ako po ay isang retired bank officer who started to invest in the Philippine stock market in 2007. And I do this report daily, which I started August of last year. And I also report the latest news on your favorite and most active stocks. And if you like the content, I invite you to subscribe to my channel. And if you have stocks in mind that you want reviewed, please comment on the comment box and I will prioritize. Ang balita po natin ay tungkol sa WLCON at ang resulta ng trading sa ating Philippine Stock Exchange ngayong araw, June 22, 2021, dito lamang sa The Stock Market Today. From the business world, WLCON Depot set on 100 store count by 2025. WLCON Depot Inc. is determined to continue opening stores or new stores this year to reach its goal of having 100 stores by 2025. We plan to hit 72 stores this year, Chief Operating Officer Rosemary Boch Ong told reporters in a press briefing on Monday. We plan to open an average of 7 to 8 stores in the next years. WLCON Depot currently has 66 stores with another branch set to open this week. The company will be launching new stores in Isabela, Sorsogon, Laguna, Bukidnon, Bohol, and Davao this year. The company said it secured the sites for its expansions until 2023. For that, we are currently still looking around different locations all over the Philippines, though mostly I think the opportunity will mostly be in Luzon as our sales mostly it's real North and South Luzon that's growing, WLCON President Lorraine Bello Kinokotchan said. WLCON Depot said it usually chooses big lots for its stores, making space for possible expansion, and that it has to be in an area that is accessible. We usually look for an accessible site along the highway or the main road, and normally it is not within the central business district. It's not within the city center, Ms. Bello Kinokotchan said. In January to March period, WLCON Depot posted an 84% net income growth to 604.41 million pesos. In the January to March period, the company said it hopes to keep its momentum. It earmarked 3.2 billion for capital expenditure this year, with 2.9 billion allocated for constructions of new stores, warehouses, and renovations. The company previously said most of the 595 million it spent in the first quarter was used for new stores and warehouses. Okay, so WLCON now is at 1880. Yun po ang presyo ni WLCON today. May I share with you also the commentary of BDO Nomura on WLCON. Ang sabi niya, WLCON's pre-pandemic revenue target is in line with our full year 21 forecast sales of 27.6 billion. However, we have a more conservative full year 21 forecast core earnings projection of 2.2 billion, which translates to a strong 56.6% earnings rebound from last year. We have a buy rating on WLCON with a target price of 21 pesos. as we expect demand from home renovations to remain resilient despite the varying levels of quarantine measures across the country. So if that is the target price of 21 pesos, merong more or less upside si Wilcon ng about 14 to 15% more or less. Yun po. So that's our news for the day. And let us now take a look at the Philippine Stock Exchange Index. Okay, the PSEI gained 43.24 points of positive tayo today to end at 6870.41. That's 0.63% in the positive side or on the positive side. So makikita po natin ang ating mga indicators are right under the candlestick. Tulad nga ng sinasabi ko yesterday, yung Elliott wave, kasi meron siyang fourth or fifth wave, which is probably this, kung magtutuloy-tuloy sana yan. Pero after that, pababa po uli. Yun po yung concept ng Elliott wave. Yung ating nearest resistance for the PSE ay nandito po sa almost 7,000 na po. Yung ating nearest resistance ng PSE. While the nearest support, let's place it at EMA20 at 67.72. Kung titingnan po natin ang market summary, 122 companies advanced, 69 declined, while 53 remained unchanged. On the sectoral indices, the all-share index rose by 0.68%. On the sectoral indices, only the financials registered a loss of 0.29%, while the rest, the holding companies, industrials, mining, properties, and services registered a gain. And the gainers was led by properties at 1.11%. Now, if we'll go to the most active stocks, we will be reviewing the top 10. However, I would like to acknowledge first the comments of our viewers. Nasabi niya dito, si Flor Mira, Sir, thank you for tackling Palo. Oh, you're welcome, Flor. Anytime. And may request si Anthony George C. Ang sabi niya, good day, sir. Thanks for the reviews. Please include PNB, MWC, and EW po. Thanks in advance. Okay, I'll do that. Anthony George, I will prioritize your request. And I do this technical analysis as you requested. So let's now go to our review of the stock. So let's now tackle first PNB. Okay, PNB. Oh, look at that. Meron siyang island dito, island of candlesticks here, and probably this is just the dividend play. Probably May X date is May 13, May 18, probably dividend play po ito. Una kong first impression ko kasi dito sa candlestick is that there's a huge gap here. So ang ibig po sabihin niyan is that sometime in the near future ay maaring ma-fill up po yung gap. Yan po yung concept pagka nagkaroon po ng gap. Meron din gap dito. So, sometime in the future, ma-fill up po yan. So, maaring tumaas but I don't know when. So, basically, yan po yung aking first impression on the stock. But here, napakalaki po nung gap and probably this is probably a dividend play. Pero medyo malaki. So, probably a catalyst. There is probably a catalyst here. Material information. Ano kaya ito material information na ito? Let me check the news items on PNB. Baka meron tayong makita. We wish to update the exchange on the goals undertaken by the bank to monetize its low earning assets. This is May 31. It can be recalled that the bank disclosed its plan to exchange 3 prime properties by for equivalent in value shares of stock of Union Holdings. Upon completion, Property dividend declaration. May property dividend declaration siya of its shares of PHC after the record date on May 18. The bank's total equity on PHC is reduced to 49%. So may property declaration, property dividend. Yeah, property dividends nga ito. So the X date is May 13 and payment date is to be announced. So wala pa siyang payment date. So what happened here was that on May 13, yeah, probably this is a dividend play. Kasi nga here, on May 12, anong araw yung May 12? Kasi wala siya ng May 13 eh. Tingnan natin ha. Okay, May 12 is Wednesday. Pagdating ng May 13, wala. Ang next transaction niya is baka nagkaroon ng trading suspension because of the property dividends. That's why. Nangyari dito is that nag-X date nung May 13, nag-resume nung May 14, so bumaba na yung stock. So this is probably a dividend play. So right now, what I can say based on the technicals is that PNB is bearish to sideways based on the formation of the candlestick. So let's place the nearest resistance. Lagay muna natin yung nearest resistance. Nearest resistance is at 23. Based on the latest, on the short-term data, nearest resistance is at 23. So it follows the EMA 50, which is at 23.47. So malapit na po doon. And the nearest support, I would place it here at 20.40. Yan po yung nearest support ni PNB. And the RSI is bearish at 44. So, moving sideways, more on the bearish side. Yan po si PNB. And then MWC. Okay, MWC, nagkaroon siya ng surge dito, no? So, June 14 to 16 and then nagko-consolidate. I think it's still consolidating up to now. So, mapapansin po ninyo, itong MWC, I think this was the time when na-approve yung kanilang deal with the government. Ano? So, kailan ba yon? Prime Infra Boost, change in director, Sason takes lead in Manila Water, takes over the reins. So I think it's on the time when this is the time when MWC sealed the deal with the government. Remember yung pina-review ni President Duterte yung contract, no? Na quote unquote onerous with the water company. And based on analysis of many researchers and analysts, maganda yung naging deal. Hindi naman tagilid si MWC doon. Hindi naman tagilid yung government. It was a win-win deal. So right now, what I can see here is that the stock is consolidating, but it is bullish. But the RSI is already at 73, overbought. Overbought po yung stock. And kung based po natin sa fundamentals, tignan po natin yung study ni BDO Nomura, ang kanyang target price based on fundamentals is for Manila Water, it's 17.40. So, konti na lang po yung upside for Manila Water. So, konti na lang sa 34 centavos na lang na reach na niya yung target price. But, if you'll take a look dun sa historical price ni Manila Water, malaki pa po yung upside niya. Kasi it reached a high of June 12, 2017, it reached a high of 33 pesos. Yan, no? Napakalaki ng potential. Kasi, what can go wrong with utility companies? No? Tubig yan. Everybody needs water. As you need telephone, data, internet, electricity, water, kailangan mo yan. And water is a limited resource. Dati when I was still young, no? Ang turo kasi sa amin was that, ano ba yung free and unlimited sa ating planet, sa ating Earth? The usual answer is air or oxygen and water. Ngayon, hindi na natin masabing water is an unlimited resource. Binabayaran mo yan at nauubos din ng tubig. Anyway, balik natin sa one day. So yan, bullish si Manila Water with, I think this is already resistance area. But the next resistance, if we will use the 1 week chart, ay nandito po. Ito po yung nakikita ko next resistance level. 20 pesos and 30 centavos to 20 pesos and 40 centavos. Yan po yung next resistance level ni Manila Water. Pero kung fundamentals pang pag-uusapan natin, hanggang 1740 lang po based on the study of BDO. Okay? And then East-West. Okay, East-West is moving sideways more on, well, although it ended with a red candlestick, sideways to bullish pa rin siya. Kasi RSI is above 50, mga 53. Sideways to bullish po yung indicator nun. Yung resistance level ay nandito po sa 990 to 10 pesos. Now guys, when I talk of support and resistance, hindi po yan exact point. Ano po yan? It is an area. In reality, area po yan. At hindi po yan exact price or exact point. Ngayon, yung ating support level, ilagay po natin sa EMA 100. I'm sorry, the EMA 50 rather, at 9.62. Yun po yung support level or nearest support level of East-West with the stock moving more of a sideways movement. And then we go now to Ever. Ever had an engulfing candlestick yesterday, but it had a doji today. At ang basa ko po dito ay weak doji or it's a weak candlestick. Meaning that maaring nagpapahinga po lang ang stock, pero since this is a weak candlestick, maaring mag-bounce po yan. Still, Ever is bullish as our indicators are still under the candlestick. So, yung ating RSI is bullish at 58. Yan po ang take ko kay Ever. Then BDO. BDO, ang tagal siyang sa 100 eh. So, kung nakabili po kayo sa 100, talagang it's now time to reap the investment that you have. So, nasa 1440 and ending flat, I see a support forming here at 12 to 13 pesos, a new support. Pero the nearest resistance of BDO, nandito po siya sa 117. 70 to 117.80. Now, after BDO, Ali. Okay, Ali is still bullish as the RSI is 57 and it has two successive green candlesticks indicating that it may be moving upwards once more. So kung titingnan po natin, under the candlestick pa rin ang ating indicators with RSI at 57. And then SMPH. Okay, SMPH ay in general, it's moving sideways po. The nearest support, let's place it at EMA 100 at 35.74, while the nearest resistance would be here at 38.10 to 38.20. Then after SMPH, we have ACEN. Okay, ACEN is still bullish. It ended with a green candlestick with our indicator still under the candlestick. Kasi po, ang masasabi po nating merong definite trend if our short, medium, and long-term indicators, yung moving averages, are lined up this way. So right under the candlestick, the nearest to the candlestick is the short term, next is the medium, and then the long term. So kung makikita po ninyo, yan po yung movement na masasabi nating may definite trend or upward trend yung stock. So in contrast, ay wala akong example dito. Anyway, yun po, no? Yun po yung indication na napaka-bullish nung stock. So, RSI is bullish also at 67, almost overbought. Meantime, the nearest resistance lagay po natin sa 920 to 930. At hindi po to definite point, it is an area. So kung sinabi kong halimbawa 925, hindi po yan eksakto 925. It's plus or minus a few points. So after ACEN or ACEN, MONDE. Okay, MONDE, wala pa tayong ma-form na opinion dito. Ang masasabi ko lang dito is there may be a support forming here at 1425 and a resistance forming here at 1475. Yan lang po masasabi ko kay MONDE. Yan po yung nearest resistance based on how I see the candlestick, but this is still very thin since wala pa tayong enough or yung data is still very short. In the short term lang po yan. So after MONDE would be ICT. Yan, ito yung sinasabi ko. Similar to ACEN, naka-lined up yung ating mga indicators na short, medium, and long term. Ngayon, if it is the opposite, this is above. Tingnan natin kung meron tayong example dito. Ito. This is a good example. Itong example natin dito, yung area na ito, this one here, na it is above the candlestick, itong short, medium, and long. Ibig sabihin, bearish po yung dating niya. But if it went under the candlestick, nagiging bullish po. In spite of the pronouncement of some analysts that this is ICT had reached its value, its real price, it is still, based on technicals, it is still bullish. But take note, this is already overbought. Ano? The stock is already overbought. Na-reach po niya ito noong May 7 and then June 14 and June 17. Ano? 17 or 18, nag-overbought na po yung stock. So anytime soon, based on the RSI, ay maaaring mag-reverse po ito. O mag-reverse po yung presyo. And by the way, yung 52-week high niya of 160, na-reach lang po niya 2 days ago, noong June 18. So that is my take for ICT. Yan po ang ating report sa stock market Tuesday, June 22, 2021. Ito po si Benji, nagpapaalala, an investment in knowledge pays the best interest. Maraming pong salamat sa inyong pag-subscribe, pag-view at pagtangkilik. Hanggang sa muli, God bless you all and bye for now.